I just gotta say this. All right, gotta. I just gotta. All right, forget Donald Trump for the moment. Just forget him and that scenario. Just forget that. That's beside the point, really. I mean, we'll get to that later. But right now, let's just focus on one not quite human being. All right, I'm on my Friend Life page here. You know, Friend Life is well, it is what it is. It's like a social media website. People are in there and they talk and they post stuff and they say stuff and, you know, interact with other people, etc. All right, so this person, I won't even mention their name, but somebody on Facebook. I mean, Friend Life. I don't know if they're on Facebook or not. At any rate, this person is apparently on my friend list. On Friend Life, I mean. And anyway, she's got this, what you might say is a portrait of Hillary Clinton. You know, it's kind of a nice portrait, really. It's not bad. The picture, I mean, is not bad. The quality of the photograph is not bad, but it's a picture of, guess who? That evil, wicked, disgusting cunt, Hillary Clinton. I mean, seriously. I mean, really. Seriously? Knowing what we know? Alright, so this person says, I'm quoting here, quote, I wish she could have been the next 45th president of the USA, but the nation spoke. Keep faith in that one day we will see a brilliant woman president, end quote. Now this is above the portrait of that wicked evil witch, Hillary Clinton. Now, let me expound on this just a bit. For one thing, now that she has been defeated, I don't care. You know, as long as that cunt is never in a position of power again, ever. That would be great if that were actually true, and never again would. It would be great if her and her twisted husband would just disappear off the face of the earth, just go away. Anyway, this person, I think it's a woman that actually said what I just quoted you, and posted this portrait of the devil on her Friend Life thing. Okay, never mind. I'll just read my comment. Here's what I said. All right. I gotta say something here. What part of she is a known and proven felon, known and proven liar, known and proven rigger of elections. Remember Bernie Sanders? A known and proven murderer of 74 innocent men, women, and children at Waco, Texas. Remember that? She was involved in that. And from reports I've gotten, whether they're credible or not, could be. She called the shots and said, hey, Madeline, go ahead. Bring the military force against these innocent people, women and children in that compound, and just, burn them alive. Murder them. Now, just between you and me, in this day and age, this supposed day and age, time in history of the world, of humanity, at this day, at this stage of human evolution and being as a humanity, for that to happen, for someone in any position has the capacity to actually cause the death, murder of 74 innocent men, women, and children. A lot of children there, by the way. I forget how many, 21, 24, something like that. Murder, incineration, burning alive, etc. Anybody that is even remotely connected to that incident in Waco, that is responsible for that in any way, should be, here it comes, fucking executed. I don't mean maybe. I don't mean like, let's think about it. Let's try the bitch, find her guilty because the evidence says she's guilty, and then execute the bitch. Seriously. Continuing to read what my comment was on that particular post. All right. A known and proven conspirator in the murder of an innocent, as far as we know, since there was never any formal charges or legal trial, an official or legal conviction of the man in Pakistan, allegedly bin Laden, but never proven to be, the body of which was dumped in the sea, thus making Hillary guilty of obstruction of justice and tampering with evidence of a crime, felony, and conspiracy to commit murder, among other felonies and crimes against humanity. And dare I say, guilty of treason, which is beyond dispute. And I will not even get into the Benghazi affair, the 9/11 conspiracy and cover-up, her involvement in, directly or indirectly, the deaths of murder of over 50 people who could or were said to testify against her or otherwise bring to light her various crimes and acts of treason. Besides all that, she's a cunt, puke, ass, biscuit psychopath. There you have it. There it is. That's as simple as it is, as neat as it gets, as it needs to be. No one in their right mind, I repeat, no one in their right mind would want this human waste to be president or anywhere near a position of power, let alone allowed to walk free among us. The best we could hope for at this point is that she dies in her sleep as a result of internal rot. End quote. In comment. Okay. So the reason I chuckled there was because this guy named Keith Oberman, I believe is his name, got on and did such a rant about Donald Trump. I know I said I wasn't going to bring Donald Trump into this particular comment, this particular segment, but I have to chuckle because he was like ranting, and I sounded a little bit like him there just now, in the way I was talking about Hillary. He was pretty much saying stuff that was about Donald Trump, And as I recall his rant there, was I just ranting? Maybe I am. Well, duh, I'm allowed. It's monologue radio, people. Deal with it. A lot of people rant and rave these days. Ordinary, everyday kind of people like you. And, not insulting you by saying you're one of those ordinary people, because you're maybe not. If you're listening to my radio show, then you're probably not one of those ordinary people. I'm pretty sure that ordinary people, the most common ordinary mindless zombie drone part of the collective mob thing, probably not listening to my show. Probably the government is, like NSA, yeah, they're space minds. They're space age, out of this world people. If I could even call them people. I guess people doesn't necessarily mean they're human. Right? Okay. Yeah, it kind of does. But okay, never mind. So I'm just saying That's it in a nutshell. That's it on a page. That's it in some words written in in a paragraph. Why would anybody vote for this spawn of the devil? Why? I mean, we know the things I mentioned there, and we suspect things that are at least have a grain of truth, at least have some shred of evidence to support the conclusion or the suspicion. And if that's the case, then why would you even, I mean, let's say we suspect Adolf Hitler is murdering Jews in those camps that he's got over there in Auschwitz and so forth. We suspect because, I don't know, I know people that are there, and I know people who are, like, working there. And, like, my husband is a soldier that's, like, a guard at the fucking prison concentration camp, and he tells me, I come on, hey, over the dinner tables, happens to mention, we murdered, like, 6 million Jews this past 10 years or so, or however many years it was. And the wife says, oh, that's nice, dear. Eat your vegetables. I'm like, excuse me? Is that what it is? Are we that desensitized to civil, decent human behavior? I mean, that's not right. Did I say that right? I didn't say that right. Are we that numb to evil and criminality and insane, terrible, dastardly deeds that we don't even get emotionally upset when someone says, hey, your favorite person for president is a fucking witch? She is guilty of, or at least suspected of murdering lots of people. A serial murderer person, a serial killer, only a psychopath would do things like that. And what does it say about us, Americans, as a society, as human beings, that we would actually allow that devil woman to run for president? Worse, that we would even consider voting for her. I mean, what kind of dumb, stupid slug are you that you would even consider voting for Hillary Clinton, the known and proven stuff that I just said? Oh, a note about bin Laden. As far as we know, he didn't commit any crime. And the people that may have accused him of committing a crime, like, being involved in some sort of murderous plot to, fly airplanes into the Twin Towers and shit, in the first place, I've never seen any evidence that he had anything to do with that. Okay? And the fact that, Afghanistan was, like, there and existed at one point, and probably doesn't exist so much right now after being bombed into oblivion and shit. But George Bushler, the Nazi pig bastard murdering motherfucker, who's also allowed to walk around free on the planet after committing genocide, mass murder, crimes against humanity, blah, blah, blah. And we know he did that because we saw him do it. And he confessed besides that. And actually, Hillary's pretty much confessed too. Well, she certainly confessed to a lot of crimes. Well, several, a few, couple, one that I know of, like, I was involved in the conspiracy to go into a foreign country, a crime, and bust into a man's house in the middle of the night, a crime, and shoot him in the face, a crime. You know what I'm saying? She had something to do with that. She was Secretary of State, and she was like, supposedly, we see this picture of her in the Situation Room watching all this unfold live, via a hired hitman squad of animals, special ops or whatever, busting into the house and shooting this man in the face. Whether he was bin Laden or not, we have no idea and never will know, obviously, apparently, maybe, perhaps, probably, because there's no body. When you hide a body, when you try to dispose of a body, that's like, that's a sign of guilt right there. It's like, oh, I murdered somebody, so I better hide the body so no one can find the body and find out that I actually, put a bullet in the guy's face. I'm sure we have the video from the cameras on the helmets of the freaking special ops guys. I'm sure we do. Somebody does. Probably never see those because you know how the government is. Evil! So, what I'm getting at here is, well, you know what I'm getting at. I pretty much said what I'm getting at. Here's this woman on Friend Life who posts this. She's on my friend list. Which is really, why would I have, why would, well, anyway, I posted the comment that I read to you. And I'm dedicating this show to this person. I'm highly in favor of not allowing her to vote because obviously she's mentally ill. I'm not even sure she should be allowed to be on the internet and on Friend Life or Facebook or any other place because, she's just, like I said, mentally ill. And there was almost 60 million people, or around 60 million people, voted for Hillary in the election recently. That's 60 million fucking stupid, crazy people. Seriously. I mean, I don't care what your excuse is, but if you voted for Hillary Clinton in the election here recently, a couple weeks ago or whatever, I'm sorry, but you're brain dead. I mean, you're bordering on insane and stupid and disgusting and dangerous. Because if you can vote for someone like Hillary, then, God knows what other things you do. I mean, probably is what I'm saying. Probably, it's like speculation here. I'm just saying, if you vote for Hillary, then I wouldn't allow you anywhere near me. Certainly not in my house. Certainly not. I mean, like, if I was married to you, and like, if you were like my wife, or my daughter, or my mother, or something, or my sister, or whatever, or even my next door neighbor, you voted for Hillary, sorry, you're not coming in my house. You're not going to be anywhere near me or my family. Seriously, because you're dangerous and you're insane and you're absolutely, utterly stupid. What part of she's guilty of murdering people? Do you not understand? What part of, a known fucking liar? I read it all to you. It's already on the thing. I don't have to say it again. You want to hear what I said? Repeat. Just go rewind this and listen again. Seriously. And if you're one of those people that voted for Hillary or that you even thought about it, I mean, don't give me the excuse, I got to vote for somebody and I can't vote for Donald Trump, so I got to vote for Hillary. Oh, my God, I don't have any choice. Don't even go there, because that's like absolutely, that's slime stuff talk. I mean, that's like, I'm like a fucking moron, and I shouldn't be allowed to, walk free. I should be in a mental institution, what it is. because you're like fucking insane. Can you be insane and stupid at the same time? I'm thinking, yeah. So anyway, the point is, again, why would you? And what the hell's wrong with you? And seriously, are you like fucking brain dead? Is that sort of like, oh, Adolf Hitler is running for president. I gotta vote for him because he's like, I don't know. Handsome. Because he's a man. Debatable. You know, if Adolf Hitler was like, oh, I'm going to run for president of the United States and I'm a natural-born citizen of America because back in 1945 I kind of stuck into the country because the CIA brought me in, you know, undercover and said, be somebody else. You know, like change your name and call yourself, call yourself Hillary Clinton. And then we'll just run you for president. Even though you don't look anything like Hillary Clinton, you actually look like you look like yourself, Adolf Hitler. You might want to shave off the little mustachy thing. Because people might remember that you look like Adolf Hitler. You know, let's just transfer your brain, Adolf, because you're getting old. So let's just transfer your brain into a woman named Hillary Clinton, and then you can run for president, and then you can win, maybe, and then you'll be the president of the United States. Adolf Hitler, alias Hillary Clinton. Now, I'm not saying Hillary Clinton is a Nazi. I don't have to. She's already been found. You know, I've already said a lot of stuff about her that, you know, any freaking 12-year-old would understand and comprehend that you want to vote for a known murderer? Excuse me? You want to vote for a suspected... I'm not even going to mention that one. I don't particularly agree with the one there about that sex thing. I'm not even going to go there. I mean, the fact that she's very likely a lesbian. See, because if I say that, you're like, oh, you're saying something wrong with being a lesbian? No, it's not. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it could be, but there could also be problems being a clone of Adolf Hitler, or Stalin, or Pol Pot, or whatever. So anyway, I should probably just say something like a disclaimer here or something, all right, so I'll say it. Just sort of like maybe I'm duty-bound to say it, maybe. I don't know. I don't have to say it, but I'm going to. I apologize if I offend you. I feel bad that you're that stupid that it's that easy to offend you because, if you are not in touch with reality, it would probably be pointless to kind of say to you, oh, I'm sorry that you're brain damaged or brain dead or just stupid beyond belief. Anyway, I'm just flabbergasted. There's a word for you. That people actually, even after she lost, even after all the things have been said that are, pretty true about her, things that, factual stuff, and if you don't think it's a fact, prove me wrong. Duh. Anyway, alright, enough on that. I think I should probably just not say anything else, because it's going to become redundant and probably just boring and overkill if I continue talking about this. Cunt, puke, ass biscuit. You know what an ass biscuit is? That's a cute way of saying turd. Something that comes out of your ass. It could be shaped like a little biscuit or a roll, like a croissant, except made out of, human shit. All right, going to stop. Going to post this later on, and you'll be hearing it maybe if you want. It's Arthur monologues, meaning I talk and you listen, or not. Or to put it another way, I talk and you don't. Not on the show, anyway. Unless I invite you to be a guest, in which case, if you do come on my show, I won't do a Bill O'Reilly on you and just totally assault you or insult you or berate you, harass you, brutalize you with my, you know who I'm talking about. Bill O'Reilly, that piece of shit. Talk about psychopaths. Anyway, even the devil might say something right once in a while. So maybe Bill did say something once, right, somewhere, at some point. Because I think I heard him say something right once, about 10 years ago or whatever. Not lately. No, I don't listen to Bill much. I might catch something, but as a rule, I don't listen to people like him because he's just disgusting. Rude, disgusting. Oh, am I not rude and disgusting? Sometimes I'm rude. I'm really harsh because it's a good tactic if you're talking with someone who is too stupid to actually have an intelligent thought. But why do we want to go around insulting stupid people? Or even, people that are mentally inadequate or deficient in brain function? Probably not a good idea. But then again, I'm not politically correct, which is, by the way, if you go with that politically correct thing, if you're one of those politically correct bimbos, dumbass morons, then fuck you. How's that for being rude? All right, so I'm going to stop here and we'll get back to you on that. I'll find something else today to talk about because they just keep coming. These people are just everywhere. I'm going to vote for Bill. I'm going to vote for Hillary. All right. I don't know. What part of she rigged the election process? What? You didn't? She did? There's no evidence that she did it. Yeah, she's involved in the conspiracy. Trust me. You don't have to trust me. You don't have to take my word for any damn thing. Do your own research. Don't be a pussy. Look it up. Your own self. Figure it out. There's some of this stuff you don't even have to do research. Because if you just remember ever seeing Hillary Clinton say something that was, we knew at the time it was a lie. Because there's evidence. And, she could, I was involved in the conspiracy to murder that guy in Pakistan, and we'll just say he was Osama bin Laden because, looks good on my resume. Except for the part where you fucking had something to do with, participated in, hiring hit squad, special ops, whatever, to go to a foreign country, like I said, a crime, and murder a man in the middle of the, just murder him, shoot him in the face, bam, you're dead, and then hide the body so that no one can prove that you actually committed the crime, except for the fact we have evidence that you did. So, body or no body, you're guilty of murder and violate. You went to a foreign country, you're not allowed to do that. The law says no, you can't. What part of this is not clear to you? What part of this would you even think about disputing or arguing over? Who would even dare argue? Well, I'm guessing pretty much they're not, because, even this woman that I posted all this stuff on her friend life page thing, she might try to argue with me. I don't know why. I don't know how. She might, because stupid people do things like that. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to argue with the facts. I'm going to argue with the truth. I'm going to defend someone that admitted to the world that she's guilty of something. Pick one of the things that she did, or was associated with, or complicit in, and so forth. So anyway, okay, I'm going to stop because I'm getting heartburn. Maybe not. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll catch you later.